Hi, this is Meredith Supo, and I'm a Star Beauty Guide here at LimeLight by Alcone. And I just wanted to take a minute to give you my why, my reason for being here. We all have them. They're all different. Each and every beauty guide will have a different reason for joining the company and for staying here. And I think it's important. I think it's important to understand that and to share it. So I, as a child, was overweight. No, I wasn't overweight. I was fat. I'm going to call a spade a spade. I was fat. I struggled my whole life with my weight. I ate food in closets. I hid behind people, behind things. Food was an emotion. I'm an emotional eater, so food was definitely, it was my security blanket. It helped me get through rough times that I was having. It helped me get through good times that I was having. It helped me get through regular times that I was having. It was always there. It continued through college, my whole life. Always. Food was always there. It was always a necessity for me. I lost weight, a little bit of weight before I got married. Every bride wants to lose weight. So my husband and I, we did Atkins, and I don't know, I lost like 20 pounds or whatever. I don't know, maybe a little more than that. I can't remember. It's been too long now. I don't remember. But I lost weight before the wedding. We got married, and then of course I put some more weight on. Then my husband and I decided to it was a program called LA Weight Loss, but we did like an organized program together. Lost about 50 pounds. Got actually to my lowest that I had ever been as an adult, and then I got pregnant with our son. So, and I don't know if any of you. I'm sure most of you moms out there can relate that, that first pregnancy, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy. I don't know, everybody tells you, oh, just eat. So yeah, I ate and I ate, and I ate and I ate. Let me tell you, I ate some more. Gained all the weight I had lost and then some. Because why can you, that's always the way it is, right? You always gain, lose, and then you gain more. So I had him, take Weight Watchers. Just always constant up and down. I had 2 other kids after him. At that point, I had lost all sense of myself. I didn't even want to get dressed in the morning. I would be in sweatpants and t-shirts, and my hair was in a ponytail. Makeup, what was makeup, right? I had it if we needed to go out, and even then, it was very minimal. I was ashamed of myself. I was ashamed of my body. I was embarrassed. I was disgusted, and I didn't know how to change it. It was very, very hard, very hard. Then in 2013, that was a rough year. It was a rough year for our family. My husband had to have shoulder surgery in May. Right after he had his surgery, we started noticing some behavior with at the time she would have been, like 18 months old, my youngest. She would have these meltdowns, and we didn't know what was causing them. And I have an early childhood degree, and so I knew something was wrong. I knew something was off again, and she's my third too. I had 2 other kids. I knew. So I started doing some research, and I was fairly certain that she was on the autism spectrum. And in August of that year, she was diagnosed as having autism. And then in November of that year, my husband fell on his shoulder that he had just had surgery on and needed to have surgery again. So in 1 year, we had 2 surgeries, 1 autism diagnosis. It was it was hard. It was hard. You know, people will tell you when you have a child diagnosed with special needs that you go through a grief cycle, and you really do. Um, you know, she was 2 and didn't speak at all. I remember vividly meeting with her at-home team when we were setting up her therapy. And she said, you know, what are your goals for her? What are your long-term goals? And I just said, you know what? I just want her to say mom. If she can say mom, then that'll be good. That's what I want. And thank God she does. You know, she's come so far. But as you can imagine, clearly, it was a very stressful time. And so I resorted to eating because that's what I did. That was my life. And even though I was already completely disgusted with myself and my weight and my appearance, it was the only thing that I had. You know, everything else was spiraling out of control. And, you know, so I ate and I ate and I ate some more, and I reached my highest weight that I had ever hit. And I didn't even know what to do. I was so lost. Then a friend of mine had said something about weight loss surgery. And I was like, no, I don't want any part of that. And then I started doing some research. And I thought, you know what? What the heck? Right? I mean, nothing else has worked. Nothing has worked. I'm sitting here as big as I've ever been in my life, right? Disgusted with how I look, disgusted with how I feel. What the heck? I'm going to do it. So I met with a surgeon. And, you know, my husband, while he was supportive and, you know, said whatever, you know, he was very vocally, was concerned. You know, what it was like, I don't know about this. And I said, no, this was really the first time in years that I had said, no, this is what I'm doing. Like, this is what I'm doing. I want it. This is what I'm doing. Jump through all the insurance requirements. You gotta jump through hoops all the time, right? Jump through all the hoops. In December of 2014, I had gastric bypass surgery. And this is the first time that I'm announcing it, quite frankly, like this. And it was honestly the best decision I have ever made for myself. I have lost 145 pounds. Wasn't easy. So wasn't easy. Anyone who thinks it's the easy way out doesn't know anybody who's ever had it or has never had it. I will never eat high fatty foods again. I will never eat sugar again without getting sick. I have to monitor every morsel that goes into my mouth. I weigh and portion everything still a year and a half later. I have to have so many grams of protein. I have to eat so frequently. You know, it's very regimented. It's all worth it. So you're probably like, what does this have to do with LimeLight, right? So as I was losing the weight, so we've already said, you know, I was like, no makeup. I didn't do my hair. I had completely lost all sense of myself. So as I was losing the weight, I was confused. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing this weight loss and I'm like, but who is this person? I couldn't wrap my arms around who this person in the mirror was. You know, unless you've lost a lot of weight or undergone some sort of major transformation, you can't even describe it. You just really can't. You know, I would look in the mirror and I would see the number on the scale and I would say, okay, well, I've lost 50 pounds, but I'm not seeing it. And I would have to, you know, take pictures of myself to see the difference. It was very, very, very confusing. That's all I can say. Very confusing. But still, even though the weight was coming off, I still wasn't, I still didn't have that. I still didn't have my self-confidence back, you know. It was getting there. I mean, it was slowly building as I could see the weight loss. In the meantime, as all this is going on, I'm watching on Facebook a friend of mine, who I had known for years. We actually met on a baby center, a baby forum, when Brielle, actually my youngest Brielle and her second one, we were due actually on the same day. So we had, we had stayed in contact on Facebook all these years, and I was watching her. She was with a different makeup company. She was with Unique. And I was watching her, and she'll be the first one to tell you, I watched her for 10 months before I did anything. So 10 months into her journey, I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to place an order, right? What do I have to lose? And I got the products, and I liked them. I mean, at the time, they did what they said they were going to do. But what I think I really liked about them is that it was giving me my self-confidence back. It allowed me to take pictures of myself and take pictures with my kids, because I have 3 kids, and for years there are no pictures of me with my kids. I'll never get that time back. My family, we're big Disney fans. We go multiple times, at least once a year, if not a couple times. I won't get those times back. So many memories of going to Disney, and I was hiding. I didn't want to be in the pictures, but not anymore. So I decided to, after trying these products, and like I said, I kind of was getting self-confidence, I decided, you know what, I'm going to join her team. I wasn't really planning on selling. I just kind of thought, I'll get a discount on the products. So, and she actually told me no. She's like, no, just buy from me. I'm like, no, I'll do it. So I joined, and not only did I love how I was feeling, I loved the thought that I could help someone else feel the same way, because I know how it feels to feel like you are worth nothing. And that's simply not true. At no point was I worth nothing. At no point was I worthy of the horrible thoughts I felt about myself. But that doesn't stop you from having them. And it didn't stop me from having them, and it's not going to stop you from having them. So I loved the idea of helping other women feel good about themselves. And that's what I loved. That's what I loved. So products started to change, and that's, another story for another time. Things we weren't as happy with that company. And I was introduced to LimeLight, actually by Christina. And we decided to make the switch. And I am so glad I did. I love these products. I love them with all of my heart. I have every confidence in them. And I love the sense of sisterhood that I have found. But most importantly, I love that I've found myself. And I love knowing that I can help other women find themselves. It's an incredible feeling. It's been an incredible journey. It's one I can't wait to continue. It's amazing. It's amazing to know that I can help someone with a mascara or a lipstick or a foundation or whatever it is, and make their day a little bit brighter, and make them not be afraid to get into the picture, and to not lose those precious memories and those precious times like I did. So that's my why. That's why I'm here. That's why I love LimeLight, and why I'm not going anywhere. Not at all. So I hope everyone enjoyed my story. And if you're struggling with how you're feeling, with your self-esteem, with your self-worth, you're worth it. I don't care if you're worth it at a size 2, a size 2X. Doesn't matter. Anywhere in between. You're worth it. You're worth it. All right. Thank you. This is Meredith Zupo, and I'm a star beauty guide here at LimeLight by Alcone.